Okay, this is, the name of this lesson is Oak Meadow 5.2, and if you look right here, this is the building of a skyscraper, and you can see over here what something like that might look like when it's finished. And the important thing is that you notice that everything is nicely lined up. They didn't squish some of it this way and squish some of it that way. Everything is lined up. And when you look at this picture over here, you can see that they actually, when they're building a skyscraper, this is like rebarb that it goes all the way in. They build like a frame before they start filling it in. And so everything is very, very straight and orderly, because that's what would keep a building up. And when we do addition, we have to approach it the same way we would as building a skyscraper. We need to make sure that everything is lined up perfectly, or we're going to get confused and lost. So let's say, for example, 1 here. Example 1. We're asked to add 34, 205, and 19. Well, we can line them up. I suggest that you put the biggest number on top, and then the next biggest, and then the next biggest. Okay? And line it up like that. That just makes it easier. If you want to put in your columns so that you don't get messed up, you can do that. But it's very important that we do this nice and neat. So hang on a second so I can go to the next screen. So I rewrote it so I had a bit more room. And we have 5 plus 4 is 9. And we have 9 there. So we have 9 plus 9 is going to be 18. And we have to carry the 1 over here. We have 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And we have 2 there. Okay? So our answer is 258. That was pretty easy. What happens if I give you a different one? Okay, so what if I have you do these? We have 19, 97, 351, 209, and 55. Now, if this causes you to have a panic attack, and yes, one of you can run over and hit the panic button if you're having a panic button, but only one person. Now, if you can do this a couple different ways, we could go ahead and we could line up 351, that's the biggest number. 209, that's the next biggest. 97 next. 55 next. And 19 next. Okay? Make sure that I double check that I didn't leave something off. Now, I can do this by column again if I want, or I could pull these numbers out and do these like this. I could do 351 plus 209. That would be 10, 6, 560. I could add these two together. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry the 1 would be 10 plus 5, be 152. And then the 19 just goes here. I could bring the 560 over here. I could add these two together. That's going to be 11, 71. Add this together. Now I have 1. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1, that's 6. 731. So I could do it this way. If adding a bunch of numbers caused me stress, I can keep pulling them out until I get down to 2 numbers that I can add together. Or, so I can also just use a piece of paper, and if I can't do mental math, I could say 1 and 9 is 10, plus 7 right there is 17, plus 5 is 23, or 22, sorry, plus 9, 31, I'm going to carry the 3, and then I'm through with that. And then I can do the same thing here. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 9 is 17, plus 5 is 22, plus 1 is 23. Carry the 2, and I'm through with that. Except don't do what I just did if you're doing it on your homework, so that way I can see how you're adding it. I just didn't want you to get confused by what I was doing there. And then we have 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So you can add a whole column together, or you can do it in your head if you can do mental math without getting lost. Okay, I want to show you another way to do addition that at first might seem like it's harder, but if you've got a whole bunch of numbers, this is a way that helps you do it. But I'll do 2 or 3 problems with you, which are part of your homework, and see if this makes more sense for you to do it. It's called decompensation, and we're going to put equal signs here. And now we're going to 99. We don't have anything in the hundreds column, so we can ignore that. So we're just going to have a tens column and a ones column. So 99 is 90 plus 9. 13 is 10 plus 3. And 90 is 90 plus 0. Okay? Now I can add these up because I can look for ways of getting to 10. And so, for example, 1 plus 9 is 10. And 10 plus 9 is 19. And just carry my 0 down. Here I only got 2 numbers, and 9 plus 3 is 12, because the answer has to be 1 less than 3 because there's a 9 there. That's 12. And now I rewrite my equation. 190 plus 12 equals 2. 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry the 1. And my answer is 202. Okay? So that showed you. I'm going to show you another one like this where we decompose the addition problem. Okay? For this one, we're going to add together 315, 409, 40, and 435. I didn't reorder these from biggest number to next for this, but you could. You can always reorder from biggest to littlest if you want. So let's break this down. Let's decompose it. So 315 is 300 plus 10 plus 5, right? 409 is 400. It has no tens, so it's 0, and it has a 9 in the ones place. 40 is 40 plus 0. It has nothing in the hundreds column. 435 is 400 plus 30 plus 5. Now I can see which of these I can add together easily. I want to try to get to 10 every time I can. So I can't really hear my hundreds column, but I have 400 plus 400 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is going to give me 11. So that's the closest I can get there. I carry my zeros straight down. In my tens column, I have 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 more up here is 8, so it's 80. Carry my 0 down. Over here, I can make a 10 out of 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 9 is 19. Now I rewrite this together. Make sure I line everything up so nothing gets out of order or in the wrong column. 0 plus 9 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1 plus nothing is 1, and 1 plus nothing is 1. And so my answer is 1,999. And this is a very easy way to add a lot of numbers. Okay? I'm going to try another one with you. This one is 800. Oh, just a second. I got too close to my edge here. 887 plus 61, 455, 447, 353. Boy, that's a lot of numbers, and that's just a lot of mental math, particularly in a classroom with a lot of people being distracting. So let's decompose it. Okay, and it will be very, very simple. So 887 is 800 plus 80 plus 7. Remember, I got to keep my columns going here. 61, there's nothing here, is 60 plus 1. 455 is 400. Don't forget your plus signs, though. 450 and plus 5. 447 is 400 plus 40 plus 7. 353 is 300 plus 50 plus 3. Okay, now again, I want to try to see how can I make this really easier for me. I see here that I have an 8 and I have 2 4s here. So I know I have 8 plus 8. That's an easy one for me. So that's 16. And 16 plus 3 right here is 19. And I carry my zeros down. Okay, so ask me for the worksheet that has the rest of your problems that you need to do. If you get done before anybody else, you can go to the, I think it's called MobyMax website and work on math problems there, or you can work on your honey cards, or you can take a multiplication test. Please don't try to do these all on your own without getting help, so you can make sure that you can learn this skill. If you're confused, tell me about it, okay? Good luck.